What's up, guys? Feed you information here. So this is going to be stock market news, Sunday, October 6th, 2019. This is the 12th installment. And I do apologize real quick, guys, for not having a Saturday, October 5th. I was honestly just really tired and I needed a break. I don't know why it's such a big deal, me taking one day off. It's probably not, but for me it is. Anyways, though, let's get into this. So we have Caterpillar, EA, PayPal, Coca-Cola, and McDonald's. Now, the McDonald's does have two articles if you see upright, but it's basically about the same thing. All right, so first up, we have Caterpillar. Come on, page. It's struggling today, I guess. What's up? There we go. All right, so Caterpillar, the company known for machines that move Earth, is once again moving jobs. Caterpillar informed employees of a new partnership with Accenture, which will move select finance and accounting activities to multiple Accenture locations, according to a statement from the company, which reads, as part of Caterpillar's continuous journey to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of its finance and accounting operations, the company informed employees today of its decision to move to a global process model and partner with Accenture for the delivery of select finance and accounting activities. This partnership will lead to a transition of work currently performed at multiple Caterpillar Finance operation locations to multiple Accenture Finance operation locations. The announcement comes after the company scrapped plans to build a new global headquarters in downtown Peoria. I apologize, that's a tough one for me. And instead relocated its headquarters to the Chicago suburb of Deerfield in 2017. At the time, the company stressed that a large majority of the 12,000 Peoria-based jobs would stay local. Caterpillar has announced how many jobs will be relocating from Peoria. Gosh, they just keep pounding this one. But according to reports, the company expects the partnership to impact most of its major finance operating locations, which includes Peoria, Bangalore, India, Belfast, Northern Ireland, Geneva, Switzerland, Panama, and Tianjin, China. According to the company, the transition will happen within the next 12 months. Next up, we do have EA. I'm sorry, guys. This Chromebook's going slow today. All right, come on. Normally does so much better. There we go. It's easy to paint EA as the villain, but some of that perception has been rightly earned. I feel like rightfully would have been better, but I don't know where to begin when it comes to how badly EA has handled its licensing deal to make Star Wars video games. Maybe I can start with the backlash from Battlefront 2's loot crates that caused so much controversy. Disney's CEO, Bob Iger, reportedly intervened. It got so bad that EA outright removed them entirely shortly before launch. Or I could start with how EA's handling of Star Wars Battlefront 2 led to such an uproar that governments and lawmakers across the world took notice and wanted loot boxes banned for their predatory gambling nature. I remember that time. That's not even to mention how EA shut down Visceral Games, the beloved developer behind Dead Space, which was working on a single-player Star Wars game led by former Uncharted series creative director Amy Hennig, a type of game which fans had been begging for. I know I was excited for that one, so I am 100% understanding this guy. Needless to say, EA hasn't exactly been on the right side of Star Wars fans for a long time, so much so that people have called it the evil empire in the past. There's an entire Wikipedia page dedicated to criticisms of Electronic Arts. I'm hopeful that Respawn can turn that around with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So Respawn is the game developer that made it. Even if EA doesn't deserve the praise, I hope Respawn can prove that a single-player Star Wars game is worth making. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is set to be entirely single-player with no multiplayer components or microtransactions at all. That alone is a selling point for a lot of fans, but it just gets even better from there. Respawn has compared Jedi Fallen Order to series like Metroid and Dark Souls. Emphasis is put on player exploration, platforming, and various puzzles, along with combat that feels tactical. You'll need to block, parry, and use your lightsaber strategically instead of swinging aimlessly, adding to the feel of stepping into the shoes of a Jedi. Combat will be approachable, but it still has depth. The Star Wars universe is full of diversity and rich lore. Anything bearing the Star Wars name that doesn't take advantage of that is just wasting its potential. Respawn is taking advantage of the universe to its fullest. Jedi Order is a canonical story that takes place years after Order 66. The Inquisitors has already been set up and are now hunting down any remaining Jedi. One such Jedi is the player character Cal Kestis. As he runs from the Empire, he also appears to be searching for something precious to the Jedi Order, and this opens up some exciting possibilities. Respawn is treating the Star Wars universe with the respect it deserves, and fans in turn have put their faith in the developer. Now, it's about to end anyway, so we'll go ahead and cut it there. I'm just going to be boring you guys for a whole nother minute. This is a really good one right here, guys. PayPal. So you can see all the companies that are with Facebook's Libra. There's a lot of companies, guys. PayPal has become the first company to walk away officially from Facebook's Libra, a cryptocurrency and related association that it announced earlier this year, with a chain of nearly 30 big names behind the effort to help build and operate services around it. PayPal has made the decision to forego further participation in the Libra Association at this time and to continue to focus on advancing our existing mission and business priorities as we strive to democratize access to financial services for underdeserved populations. PayPal said in an emailed statement to TechCrunch, "We remain supportive of Libra's aspirations and look forward to continued dialogue on ways to work together in the future. Facebook has been a long-standing and valued strategic partner to PayPal, and we continue to partner with and support Facebook in various capacities. A high-profile would-be partner like PayPal backing out from the effort before it's even gotten off the ground is a big blow to Facebook and the Libra Association, which has been struggling under the weight of speculation that some of the big organizations initially interested in collaborating on Libra are now on the fence about the project, put off by wave of negative reaction from regulators and others that might lead to problems launching and ultimately growing the service." Which to me is just always a long-term issue with Facebook. They just, whatever they come out with, it's always going to be skeptical because of all the past problems that they've had. It requires a certain boldness and fortitude to take on an endeavor as ambitious as Libra, a generational opportunity to get things right and improve financial inclusion, said a spokesperson. "The journey will be long and challenging. The type of change that will reconfigure the financial system to be titled towards people, not the institutions serving them, will be hard. Commitment to that mission is more important to us than anything else. We're better off knowing about this lack of commitment now rather than later. PayPal is the first firm to walk away from Libra Association, but it comes at a difficult time for the project even before it has launched." All right, so that's it for that article. Yes, I know there's more. We don't need to read the rest. It's all BS. Coke targets American energy drink market in challenge to Monster, even though they have an 18% stake. Coca-Cola is pushing deeper into energy drinks in the U.S., a bright spot for an industry that's grappling with falling soda consumption. Coke, which earlier this year launched Coke Energy in several overseas markets, including the UK and Germany, said it will bring the product to the US in January. Its arrival will ramp up Coke's competition with Monster Beverage Corp. Monster's Energy drink trails only Red Bull in a growing U.S. market that was worth $12 billion last year, according to Bloomberg Intelligence. Coke does own more than 18% of Monster's stock, making it the California-based company's largest shareholder, and Monster also uses Coke's distribution network. While Coke took the minority stake back in 2014 amid a push to capitalize on promising new brands, the beverage giant is getting more aggressive with its own offerings. Now, as Chief Executive Officer James Quincy seeks to transform the company into a total beverage company. Coke needs to increase its presence in the energy drink market, according to Ken Shia, an analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence. That's because energy drinks have become a fast-growing sub-segment of the beverage industry, particularly among young male consumers who enjoy video games. Consumption of regular soft drinks, in contrast, is on the decline. PepsiCo Inc. has used its Mountain Dew brand to go after the gamer demographic with a Game Fuel variant sold in a can that can be resealed. Coke Energy is currently available in about 24 countries. The product, which will be sold in 12-ounce cans, has about the same amount of sugar as a standard Coke of the same size and roughly 3 times the caffeine. That sounds healthy. News that Coke was launching a branded energy drink, which came last November, weighed on Monster's shares. The companies went to arbitration over the issue, but tribunal, I'm not sure what that word means, I apologize, decided that Coke's plans were not a violation of the contract between the two companies. Tribunal. That has to mean an agreement of some sort, right? Anyways, McDonald's. How McDonald's is spending millions of dollars to regain its crown as drive-thru king. This one came out yesterday. So, McDonald's headquarters and franchises are investing millions of dollars to speed up drive-thru times after 6 years of increasingly long waits. On Monday, McDonald's announced a new program to encourage certain franchises to upgrade their drive-thrus, according to internal documents obtained by Business Insider. McDonald's announced in March it would acquire Dynamic Yield in a $300 million deal and add new AI capabilities to drive-thrus. Now, this one I can explain. Dynamic Yield. Come on, there we go. On Monday, McDonald's announced it will acquire artificial intelligence startup Dynamic Yield, a company focused on personalization and decision logic technology. McDonald's spent $300 million on the acquisition, people familiar with the deal told Business Insider. This did come out in March, so as of right now, they've had it for about 7 or 8 months. Anyways, going back to this article, McDonald's drive-thru wait times keep stretching longer and longer, but the fast food giant is willing to invest millions of dollars to reverse the trend. Earlier this week, QSR magazine released its annual drive-thru performance study. Across the industry, drive-thru times had increased by 20 seconds, with customers spending an average of 255 seconds from speaker to order window in 2019. The average drive-thru time at McDonald's was 284 seconds, or almost 5 minutes, an increase of almost 11 seconds over the last year's average time. So dramatic. The day before, McDonald's had internally announced a new program aimed at preventing these drive-thru waits from getting any longer. An internal memo dated September 30th and obtained by Business Insider, McDonald's announced a new optimal program intended to encourage franchisees with modernized locations and single-lane drive-thrus to upgrade their drive-thrus. Quotation, as we continue to look for opportunities to build our drive-thru business and capitalize on the success we've seen in drive-thrus this year, we are introduced to a new side-by-side drive-thru standalone program, the memo says. The program essentially means that more locations will be encouraged to open a second lane, internally called side-by-side drive-thrus. In recent years, as McDonald's has increasingly emphasized kiosks and mobile ordering sales, locations were required to have 90 cars coming through during peak hours to be eligible for a side-by-side drive-thru. The new program lowers that figure to 70 cars during peak hours. All right, we're going to cut it there, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, I would really appreciate a like and subscription as always for more content like this. I will have a new update tomorrow. Feeding you information, out.